Here's a fun fact. The average lifespan of a creator is roughly 3 months. Yes, that's right, about 100 days is as long as the average influencer will last. So at some point they have to leave their platform, be it YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and go back to the real world. They'll have to apply for a job. Because being a YouTuber is an absolute privilege. It is the best job in the world, and I do not take it for granted any single day. But there will be a day, inevitably, when I do stop YouTube. And when that day comes for most people, they're gonna have to return to the real world and stop living in this fantasy world of being a YouTuber. And so that had me thinking, did I actually learn anything from being a YouTuber? Do I have a resume that I can then show off and bring to my next job? Am I hireable? Well, today we're gonna figure that out because I'll be applying to multiple jobs as a YouTuber. What does that mean? Well, I'm gonna be discounting everything I've ever done in the past prior to being a YouTuber, and that will be the only relevant experience that I use on my resume and when I'm talking to people in interviews to see if I can ultimately get a job. It's gonna be a process. I'm guessing it's gonna be unsuccessful, but it's gonna be a lot of fun regardless, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. All right, so as everybody knows, the very first thing you have to do when applying for any job is to create a resume. So here we are in Canva, and I'm going to be building my resume through here. I'm gonna make it look super nice and presentable. All right, so here are some of these. I kind of like the idea of having a picture. I feel like that'll fare pretty well, right? Why don't we just use this one? This one looks pretty solid. Now I'm gonna actually like legitimately try here. So I'm gonna actually put my name, not just Sambucha. So my name is Sam Barris. Now what am I? A YouTuber. I am a YouTuber with 8 million subscribers and 12 billion views on my main channel. Currently looking to graduate into a more corporate role. Experience building 7-figure businesses and managing multiple employees. Okay, I think that's a really good profile to start. We're gonna obviously change the picture. What is the most professional picture I have? Let me pull something up. Would it be crazy to use a thumbnail picture? I feel like that's absurd. I can't be doing that. Okay, we're in luck because I actually have a picture that we can put in here. There we go. Okay, so that is a somewhat professional picture of me. All right, so now it's looking pretty good. Just some of these typos because that's the last thing we want. All right, so all this personal information I will include. Obviously it'll be blurred so you guys can't see this, but there is going to be a callback for these people. So they are able to reach me for sure. All right, language, I'm gonna put English. I'm gonna lie a little bit. I'm gonna say Spanish, and then I'm gonna also add Italian. I know I'm lying, but you know, we need to bolster this a little bit. It's fine. Okay, and then as for work experience, I'm going to fill this in and YouTube. Okay, so here we go. And I'm gonna say YouTuber at Sambucha LLC. Okay, and I was there for the last 4 years, let's call it, right? I've had this account for 4 years. Grown a YouTube channel to 8 million subscribers. Managed a team of 10 people between editors, thumbnail artists, and strategy figures. What's some other things I've done that's like kind of fun? Spoke at numerous key events as a leadership figurehead. And one more thing I'll say, what's something impressive I've done? I don't know, like collaborated with multiple Fortune 500 brands. Cool, I think this is solid. Now lastly is my references. I'm just gonna put down some random people. Who are some YouTubers I'll put down? Let's put down Royal Pear. And then lastly, I'll put in, let's go Creekcraft. So thank you guys, if you're watching this, for being a reference for my job application. All right, and there you have it. So we have officially completed the resume. We're ready to go. So I'm gonna download this and then we're going to upload this onto Indeed and we can start mass applying to jobs now. All right, so here we are on Indeed, ready for the next step. I am a job seeker. Employees can find you on Indeed. Yeah, they could find me. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to hire a YouTuber. We are going to upload a resume. You know what? I think the best place to start is by finding something that's YouTube centric, right? Like let's start with the lowest hanging fruit. All right, so let's look for a YouTube job. What's a YouTube job I can easily apply to? Is there anything that's like quick? Let's try to find like a quick apply. Anybody got quick apply? All right, doesn't look like it. So there's not much for YouTube. Let's try content. Anybody? TikTok actress. That's not me. TikTok live streamer. What am I looking at here? Do I apply to this? TikTok live streamer. Okay, maybe I can apply to this. I could interview at any point. Are you authorized? Yes. Do you speak English? Yes. Bam. Okay, cool. Wait, so they actually want me to start a test to see if I'm a good candidate for the interview. Okay, so what am I right? What previous experience or personal traits do you believe would make you a good fit for this role? I am a YouTuber and a partnered Twitch streamer. A lot of you don't know that. Lots of experience experience. Oh no, I feel like I'm actually gonna get hired for this. Okay, great. Let's broaden this a bit. Let's just go social media. $95,000. Okay, social media specialist. All right, let's go ahead and apply to this. Highest level of education. Oh, do I tell them? I do have my bachelor's. Can interview at any time. Are you authorized? How many years of photo editing experience do you have? Few. Social media management. 5. How many years of working with fine jewelry do you have? Unfortunately, not many, but 5. Okay, assistant director of sales and marketing at Chick-fil-A. Oh, I'm in. I actually might leave my job at YouTube for this. Might be the greatest job ever. Okay, resume there. Good, good, good. Are you authorized? Yes. Can you commute? Yes. I'm available always. I speak English. I speak Spanish. Are you willing to work at flexible? Yes. Highest level of education? Yes. Sales experience? Selling for years. Restaurant management experience? Years. Leadership? Years. Do you have a valid certificate? No, but I can get it. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply to some jobs at YouTube as well. I know Google has an office in New York City, so might as well. I feel like that could be fun. All right, I just went ahead and spammed like 10 different applications. So I think in total, there's like 15 to 20 applications that are out right now. So for the next week or so, we're just gonna wait for hopefully somebody to get back to me. Even if it's a rejection, it'll just be good to hear back from some of these companies. My goal is to get a single interview. If we can get to the point of an interview, then I think we have a shot at getting this job. And then of course I'll have to turn it down, unless it's great compensation, so maybe. All right, so I'm gonna check in with you guys sometime within like the next week or so. All right guys, boy do I have a big update for you. So I sent out, I don't know, like 30 or so applications. I was just sort of like doing the fast apply thing on Indeed. Obviously nobody answered me until somebody did. And this is a company who I won't say the name of yet because I don't know if I'm allowed to kind of like publicize this entire process entirely. However, they are a cybersecurity startup based in Manhattan. They have about like, I don't know, 50 people working for them. And this is for an office management role in person in Manhattan. So like, obviously like I wouldn't actually take this job, but I am going to proceed with a first round interview. It's over the phone. It might be Zoom. I have to check, but there's like a link, a Google Meet link, I think, or something. So yeah, this is going to be conducted over Zoom. And I don't know if I can record it or not. I'm just going to record it anyways. I'll just do like some blurring or whatever, but I'll do the interview. I'm actually kind of nervous about this because I haven't interviewed for something since my previous job, which I ended up getting fired from. So not the greatest track record, but I think this will be good. I'll probably just post the entire interview just so you guys can sort of see like how I'm viewing this. And that's where things are at. So I'm going to do my best to look nice for it and get ready. And I'm really going to like attempt to get the job. Like I'll still try to make it fun and whatever, but I want him to take me pretty seriously. So we'll see how it goes. I'm super nervous, kind of excited about it. So yeah, next time you see me, I will probably be looking very dapper in a suit. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this. I'm currently like almost late for my interview. So I just got out of the shower because I wanted to look somewhat presentable. So I'm throwing on like a suit and everything. And I put a little setup here, which is the YouTube play button. Time got away from me. Like whatever, I didn't expect to be interviewing, you know, it's just not in my routine, but I feel very bad because I don't want to be late to this. So I just have to get ready, but whatever. If I'm 5 minutes late, I'm 5 minutes late. I don't expect to get the job anyways. I just can't believe I flubbed this hard. On interview day, I can't even be like ready on time. It's terrible. Let me fix my hair. Oh, it's gonna be such a mess. All right, let me get I did bring a jacket. Now, I was thinking, because it's like a tech startup, it might not be worth it to wear a suit because everyone there is gonna be like not that formal. Also, look, the classic Zoom interview. Okay, I feel like this is good. I feel like I look pretty presentable. I'm gonna get on the Zoom call, so I will get on that and then, yeah, we'll start this interview. So wish me luck. I'm actually a little nervous. Like, I don't really get super nervous at times, but right now I'm a little bit nervous because I'm kind of entering the real world. I'm about to talk to a professional, so let's see how this goes.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Doing well, yeah. Nice to meet you. Where are you calling in from today?
I'm based in New Jersey, so I'm East Coast. How about you?
Okay, yeah, same. I'm actually down south right now. I'm from Atlanta. I'm just in North Carolina, but I'm usually out of New York City.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's where is located, so you're based around there.
Yep, been here a couple years, and yeah, appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate you looking over my application and sending this first round interview. Yeah, looking forward to answering any questions you have.
Yeah, I mean, you were a more interesting candidate. I mean, looks like you've run a successful YouTube channel, so it's a pretty interesting pivot. So would love to hear you explain kind of what got you more into this role, and then in that same vein, how about you go ahead and tell me about yourself and just what you're looking for?
Yeah, YouTube for me is just not as fulfilling anymore. I was doing it for a little bit, and you know, it was fun, kind of like putting out my videos and all that, but at the end of the day, like I kind of wanted to step foot back into like the real world, because YouTube's like, you know, it's kind of made up if you think about like what we do on there. It's just like make videos, and a lot of them are like really dumb concepts, and I was starting to feel a lot of brain rot from just every day waking up putting out these same videos. So
yeah, it totally makes sense. I mean, I think one of the reasons we flagged you is that a lot of your videos are really creative. I mean, I think you're definitely having to use your brain and think things through in a creative manner and keep things going, and you've grown a sizable audience. So just wanted to learn more about that. I like the one where you bought a dead YouTube channel. Can you tell me more about your creative process as you make these videos?
Yeah, I mean, that one was a fun one to make. There's like a website where you could buy YouTube channels, so I bought one, and then the goal was to see if I could just like get views on it again, and so I like hired somebody to like make videos on it, and yeah, it was just kind of like a little experiment to run a channel that I didn't own to see if it would work, and ultimately it didn't, so it was kind of unsuccessful. But stuff like that, you know, you can only do so many of those videos before you kind of want to do something more creatively stimulating, which is why I kind of want to, like I said, like step back into reality and hopefully work for.
Yeah. And so how do you think that creativity and that approach you've been up to will translate to this office manager position?
Yeah, so I have a lot of management experience. I manage a team right now. I have some editors, I have a thumbnail artist, and I have people who just work for the Sambucha channel. So I'm used to managing a lot of different moving parts. I'm also good with managing people's schedules and managing budgets and, you know, finances and those things. So
that's definitely helpful to hear. You've run a team and have kind of managed some more complex tasks. It's the kind of creative and experienced person we need here. But I'm curious, what kind of background or familiarity do you have with cybersecurity as you know, is a cyber company?
Yeah, not much. I think the cyberspace, it's unique to me. Like it's growing, it's emerging. Like anything like with emerging technology or like protecting, you know, companies or individuals, like their internet use and stuff like that. I've worked with VPNs in the past, so I have some experience with that side of things, you know, virtual private networks. I actually created my own VPN at one point too. A lot of traffic to that website, but yeah, like I'm just really, you know, enthused about the topic.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a very technical role, so that's not a big deal. More was just kind of curious, but I think more topically, would you consider yourself an organized person?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm sure you could see my room, my desk set up behind me. It's pretty clean, so I like to keep things nice and tidy, and that certainly would extend into the office.
That makes sense to me. And speaking of Office, do you have experience using Microsoft Office?
Yeah, I'm more of like a Google Docs guy, to be honest with you. Because coming from YouTube, I use Google Sheets a lot, Google Docs, those sorts of things, but I'm assuming it translates quite well. I'm sure in like some of my schooling growing up, I've used like Microsoft Word, maybe MLA format, APA format, all that stuff. I think, yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. And I'm not seeing your camera too clearly, but you said you've got a background and setup behind you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it could be blurred. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Looks like...
Yeah, what's that little light back there?
That's just like some lighting for, you know, when I used to make, well, I still do make videos, but it's just kind of recreationally, but it's just to give, you know, like I said, I'm going to just be honest with you, like it's kind of childish. Like honestly, like just having lights and stuff like that, like it's just, you know, I'm a 28-year-old man, and frankly, I'm just looking to get a bit more serious. So things like that, it's just a reminder to me every time I look at it that it's just not really kind of like where I want to be progressing towards. I want to leave stuff like that in the past.
Got it. So yes, as you're kind of transitioning back into a more traditional job, what kind of challenges do you foresee that'll take for you?
I think that going into a traditional job, it will certainly have its challenges, because I currently, for instance, make my own schedule, which I really like. So I'd actually like to kind of ask, like, what is it, like a hybrid work environment? Do I have to go into the office? Like, how do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's hybrid. I mean, we're trying to get back in the office as much as possible. So we're requiring at least 3 days a week right now. You as an office manager, it might be 4 or 5 some days if we need you. Or is that, you think you'd be able to come in 5 days a week if we really needed you to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to, you know, like come into the office as much as you want.
We're looking for candidates that want to go above and beyond. So do you have any examples of when you've gone above and beyond in the past, whether through your YouTube channel or otherwise?
Yeah, I think I made a video. It's going to sound so stupid. I was with like a chimpanzee in Florida. That was a video that it was like really difficult to kind of land because we were talking with a bunch of different conservations, and you know, it took a lot of effort, but ultimately like I just kind of went for it, and I had to throw a lot of resources behind it and had to like put myself in an uncomfortable situation to potentially get attacked by an ape. But ultimately it was worth it. Ended up being a good piece of content, and the chimpanzee was ultimately a really cool guy, really cool animal. Yeah.
In terms of getting along with people, I mean, it sounds like you're obviously good with animals, but how would you describe the ways you get along with people for the first time, or maybe in a more difficult situation? How do you describe your approach to getting along with people?
Yeah, I mean, I think of myself as like a very collaborative person. I mean, I don't actually collab with people on my YouTube channel, so I actually don't have a lot of experience collabing with people, but you know, I like to think of myself as a people's person. I do have an audience, and so in a sense, like I'm constantly talking with people. Like that's my dynamic. Like I talk to the camera, so I guess I indirectly talk to millions of people.
What other goals do you have as you start to grow your career at this company?
I mean, ideally executive, right? I mean, I want to get to that. I want to get to a point where I'm in like a really high level management position, working on strategy and like handling the finances. Like again, like stuff like that excites me. So I want to get as high as I can go. Like the good thing about coming from YouTube is that I don't really have a direction, so to speak. I'm kind of just like going with the wind, and the wind right now, the only direction it's blowing me is up. So I want to just keep going as high as I can.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, I think you might have a pretty decent spot here. We've got to talk to a few more candidates, obviously, but yeah, I think that's everything I need from you. And your salary expectations, what would be your expectation for this role?
I was doing like a little bit, like I said, I'm coming from a world that's not really like this, but I was doing some, you know, research, and I would think like anywhere from 80 to 90 is kind of what I'd expect. I don't know what this position is looking at, but just looking at the market in New York City, it just feels like a position like that, any sort of like low-level management role should be somewhere in that range. But again, like happy to negotiate and see like what the entire compensation package looks like. I'm amenable, honestly, to whatever it ends up being. Like I said, I understand you're a startup, so I don't know if you guys give equity to candidates or how you guys think about those things. But yeah, like I said, like maybe a mean of like 85 or so.
Yeah, I don't think we're offering equity right now. I mean, I think, you know, we're growing fast. If you provide a lot of value, that can definitely be something that's on the table later. And yeah, I think it's capped around 60,000 for the salary for this position right now. There may be a little room. I can talk with the team, but is that ballpark something you'd be willing to move forward with?
Are there like bonus incentives? Do you guys do like end of year bonuses or signing bonuses or relocation allowances or anything like that built in?
No, I mean, we're gonna need you as close to the office as possible. I don't think we're doing relocation. We're looking for people around the city. So yeah, it's kind of around 60, and you're gonna need to just kind of be there. Do you think that would work from where you are in New Jersey?
Yeah, possibly. Like I said, like I'll do some searching on my end. I'll see if there's a world where I can relocate maybe like more north in New Jersey and can make it kind of through the tunnel a bit quicker, or maybe via train or whatever that looks like. But yeah, I mean, leave it to me. That stuff will be like personal handlings.
Yeah, well, it seems like you've got some management skills and you've built a very impressive YouTube channel, so you could fit in well. I'm going to provide this feedback and some notes I got on you to the team, and yeah, we'll be in touch soon. But any other questions for me before we look to wrap up?
No, I don't believe so. I think that covers it off. Let's see, comp, location. Yeah. I mean, that's generally it. I'll follow up with you sometime after this call. And yeah, whenever you hear back on anything, let me know. If you have any questions or follow-ups, like I can give you my number. Feel free to call me directly. But yeah, I appreciate your time very much. And yeah, have a great rest of your Monday.
Yeah, likewise, Sam. It was a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, the team will be in touch soon.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Oh my, I was trying to balance it so it wasn't too memey, but I wanted to be serious, but I think he liked me, so I don't know, hold on. I mean, he was super chill. Like, he was younger, and it felt like he was he took me like seriously, even though I was joking, and I think he was even cool at times throwing jokes. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna follow up with him right now, actually, because as I got advice when I was like in business school, it's like, you wanna follow up before they do, basically, because you wanna kind of like leave them with that impression impression for the rest of the evening now that, you know, that you were excited about the opportunity, yada, yada, yada. So let's send him something nice and we'll see. I don't know. It sounds like he's interviewing some other people, but he seemed optimistic. He asked me about that social media role. So I think internally they already discussed that I could be an asset to them. $60,000. I don't know why I said 80 to 90. I'm just like, I was just BSing. I have no idea. But yeah, this is kind of crazy. So let's see. Thanks so much for the time just now. Let me know if there's anything else I can provide to you in the interim. Looking forward to hearing back from the team, exclamation point. Kind regards, Sam. All right, I think that works. So let's end it. All right, so I guess the last thing to do now is just figure out if I got this job or not. I'm assuming I'll hear back sometime this week. So as soon as I hear back, I will make the video. Okay, guys, I wanted to run here because I actually got a response from my follow-up from so we're gonna check it out now. I tried to turn off preview, so I only saw the subject line, which was just follow-up, which is the subject line that I made. So let's go ahead and check this out. Hi, Sam. Unfortunately, we've decided to proceed with a different candidate for the OM role at... We really appreciate the time yesterday and especially appreciate your enthusiasm around the startup. We're in the middle of raising some capital and pending outcome would love to work with you on an integration in one of your YouTube videos as we think you have a lot of interesting concepts that we'd love to attach ourselves to. Let me know if this is of interest and I can connect with our marketing director who handles our creator partnerships. What? Wait, I've never seen this from a job interview. First of all, I said I'm no longer interested in content. Second off, I got denied. Third off, it's like you can't escape being a YouTuber. The purpose of this video was to escape YouTube to see if it was possible. And then even after getting denied, which honestly, I'm surprised he was so nice about it. I thought he knew that I was like semi-trolling. He offers me perhaps doing an integration. What I think happened is he probably looked at the channel. He saw that this was probably an experiment. Maybe he watches. I don't know. Maybe he was just like playing it soft. He could be a fan or something, but this is absurd. So at the end of the day, you really can't escape being a YouTuber because they're just going to throw it back to YouTube because I guess I have an audience and they really want to leverage that. Honestly, I expected to get denied. I did not expect that second part. I guess we'll be in touch. It's going to be really funny if you'll see an integration from this company at some point in the near future. Hopefully, if you've watched this video, you'll also watch that one, and that could be a full circle moment. So I'll keep in touch with here, and I mean, maybe there's an opportunity for them to be in another video. So I guess we'll have to see. All right, I'm not as sad as I thought I'd be, but I'm still a little bit upset. All right, guys, well, I guess that's the video because quite literally nobody else answered me, to be expected. I mean, it was a pretty poor resume and I didn't really have any qualifying skills, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.